What up, world? Welcome to another episode of Wrestling Life. As you know, I am the host, Brandon Janu, and like always, on all podcast platforms everywhere. Brandon Janu Show. Social media. Social media. Instagram threads. Real Brandon Janu Show. That's real Brandon Janu Show. Um, Facebook, The Brandon Janu Show. And of course, TikTok, Brandon Janu Show, man. Go follow me on all those social media platforms. I would appreciate it if you did. If you did. Really, where you go? It's the YouTube channel, man. Brandon Janu Show YouTube channel. Subscribe, comment, like the vids, like the shorts. It all helps in the algorithm. If you do, yeah, let's get into it. Like I said, this is wrestling life. So much stuff going on. Good, bad, crazy, controversial. I mean, I'm gonna try to cover it all. I'm gonna try. Uh, let's get into it, man. Let's start it off with this. Let's start it off with this. So Randy Orton. I feel like we've been talking about this for like 2 weeks now. Ever since Cody won the title, Randy Orton turned heel this past Friday. I like this little uh, whatever on Monday Night Raw. That was cool. It felt a little bit old school, vintage. The heel is going to do the I'm not talking, but I give you something and some insight to why I did what I did. But he really didn't really say shit. He really didn't. Somebody just told me that I was a killer, and that family, that wrestler has way more than one family that can lean into a lot of things. A lot of people have been speculating this could be Arn Anderson, it could be Shane McMahon coming back, could be Ted DiBiase Jr., who was in Legacy with Randy and Cody. But I think Ted DiBiase is, I think, in prison because of tax evasions or some shit. Um, it could lead to a lot of things. It could lead to a lot of situations. Hell, he could literally go get, Birthright, which is in NXT. He could do Birthright. He could bring Birthright, which most of those fucking dudes were in AEW with Cody. So Lexus King and all this other stuff. So, Lexus King, who is, father is the late great Brian Pillman Jr., the great Brian Pillman. So it can lean itself to so many other things. To be honest with you, I don't know what the fuck is gonna happen. I immediately was like, it's Kevin Owens. It makes the most sense. Before Kevin Owens got hurt, um, and plus on top of that, people were saying Kevin Owens should be back around WrestleMania 42, but he did just get neck surgery. I think like June or July, so it's not like he, is. But anyway, yeah, this can link itself to a lot of things. Here's my thing. Do I think the heel turn was needed? Yeah, it was needed. Do I think they did it a little too early? Yeah, I do. Was it great to see it? Yeah, it was. But do I still think it did it a little bit too fucking early? Yes, I do. I think if you did it after the WrestleMania match, it would have been like, okay. I get why you wanted to kind of do the heel turn right now because you're kind of leaving the door open for people to make their own indications on who is the heel in the Punk and Roman situation. Is it Punk? Is it Roman? You're leaving it to be that. That's why you did the Cody is the face, Randy is the heel. I get that. The reason why I don't like the decision to do it is because people immediately was like, "Oh, this is old school Randy. This is 2009 Randy Orton." I think y'all really do not understand what 2009 Randy Orton really was, and I really do have a hard time with y'all continuously saying this shit. I get it. Oh nine Orton, great. Whoop de fucking do. But y'all only remember 4 fucking months of that fucking heel turn. You only remember 4 months because that was the only times he was actually that guy, like Hill Arden, Viper Arden. You only remember those 4 or 4 months, those first 4 months. People do not remember really what the fuck '09 Arden really was. '09 Arden wasn't as special as y'all think he was. Like I said, you only remember the really the first 3 months because I mean like January to maybe WrestleMania. That was the only times y'all actually remember the fucking dude. I mean, yeah, like I don't think y'all really remember '09 Arden like y'all think y'all do. '09 Arden was what? '09 Arden was a menace. Don't get it twisted. He was a menace, but I don't think y'all remember '09 Arden like y'all think y'all do. First of all, outside of him punt kicking Vince, he had the punt kick to Vince. Him and Shane had a couple of big moments during that time when he won the Royal Rumble. I think him and Shane had a match at No Way Out. Yeah, he had a match with Shane at No Way Out, which was like in February of that time period. It was in February. He had a match with Shane. Then they had another match at Raw, and then you had Triple H get involved because he DDT'd his wife, and that's when they finally said Triple H and Stephanie was actually married in real life. So that obviously, if you knew that, you kind of already fucking knew that. I mean, wrestling lore, obviously, you already knew Triple H and Stephanie were actually really married. But that was the first time they openly said it on TV that Triple H and Stephanie McMahon was married. So in real life, so with kids. So that was the first time you actually got that indication of it. But again, I think people really do forget what '09 Arden was. Like outside of the January, April stretch of '09 Arden, he loses at WrestleMania 25 to Triple H, which automatically killed that fucking heel turn because people forget that shit. He didn't win the belt, and this is how stupid this shit was. He won the belt. This is how he won the WWE Championship. He won the WWE title. He won the WWE title in a six-man tag match. Legacy versus Triple H, Batista, and Shane McMahon. This is why I say that '09 Arden shit that y'all so premiously scream about all the time, you don't fucking remember it like you think you do. For only the first 3 months, January to April, yeah, '09 Arden was the shit. And I'll be honest, when Triple H got involved in the storyline, he kind of fucked up the '09 Arden. Oh, well, Brandon, he handicapped his wife and he handicapped Triple H to the ring. And that happened one time. And then after that, Triple H made his life a living fucking hell. Like, Triple H went to this man's house, threw his ass out a window. Like people just really don't remember this fucking dude. And then for the rest of that '09 that y'all continuously scream and rave about, he fought John Cena. Like, it was like, I don't think y'all remember '09 Arden like y'all think y'all do. And not saying he wasn't a menace, but that arc that y'all think. I'm gonna be honest, 2020 Arden is more of what y'all think '09 Arden was. 2020 Arden was actually that fucking crazy. 2020 Arden was RKOing motherfuckers, punt kicking motherfuckers. He RKO'd Bet Phoenix. Like he was on another tear, beating the shit out of Ric Flair, Christian, Matt Hardy. He was beating the hell out of people. Like that actually was really what '09 Arden was supposed to be. He won that title. He beat Drew McIntyre. Like it was actual real heel. 2009 Arden had its moments, but he wasn't really like I think people really think. Anyway, how do I feel about this situation? I'm gonna be honest. I don't care about the storyline. I don't care about this match. I don't give a fuck. And it's not because Arden is a heel, Cody is the face. I don't give a fuck about this match regardless. I just don't think it's gonna be a good fucking match. And here's the crazy part: Cody and Randy has actually had some really good fucking matches. That people forget when Cody was the Intercontinental Champion and Randy was the World Heavyweight Champion on SmackDown. They used to tear it the fuck up. Like those matches were fucking fantastic. But I generally just don't give a fuck. Like, and I get people that sitting there saying, well, if Cody was the face, if Cody was the heel, Cody, I've said this numerous times. This is why WWE will never turn Cody heel, is because he's too of the gullible babyface. You don't have that right now. You don't. CM Punk is not a gullible babyface. Roman Reigns is not even a face. But Roman Reigns is not a gullible babyface. There's no gullible baby faces. And that's not a knock to Cody. That just tells you his character works at this moment because you need that gullible baby face. You need that. And that's something that they don't have in WWE right now. You don't have a full flash outwardly face. And that's something that WWE desperately fucking needs. And that's why Cody Rhodes will never turn fucking heel. It doesn't make sense to turn him fucking heel at this moment. Why would you turn him heel? And this is why I kept saying, you don't have, and even if you turn Cody heel, you don't have a believable fucking face to face him. There's nobody on SmackDown that's believable to be a face. Outside of Jacob Fatu, you don't have a face. After Jacob Fatu, you don't have a face. There's no one you believe. Oh, well, they can put Trick Williams. Trick Williams right now is a fucking heel. That doesn't work. Sammy's not a believable face. And by the way, Sammy's going to be Cody's opponent next year. Let's get that shit out the way. Sammy's going to turn heel, and he's going to go against Cody Rhodes next year at WrestleMania. That's the fucking plan. Now, how Cody's going to get the belt back, I don't know. They're probably going to give the belt back to him just like they did last year. And this is kind of why I don't like this fucking story y'all fucking ready. Because it's the same fucking story from last year. Cody probably is not going to win King of the Ring, but Cody's going to fight Randy Orton at SummerSlam. He's going to get the belt back from Randy Orton at SummerSlam because that's what the fuck they're doing. Because WWE doesn't know how to tell a fucking story now. This is the same fucking story that we literally saw last fucking year. And that is why I don't care. They literally just replaced John Cena with Randy Orton. It's the same fucking story. The only difference is you don't have The Rock and Travis Scott in it. It's the same fucking story. Dude turned heel on Cody Rhodes. He's going for a record-setting title run. Bro, did you even try? Did you even try? Did you even try to change the story? No, you fucking didn't. You just kept it the same. I can't care about this story. And people are sitting there saying glazing this shit. I truly believe you again is because you want nostalgia. But and to be honest with you, I think Randy might be better this time as the heel. But I just think putting your baby face, your top baby face, continuously in this bullshit, and I said this last week, continuously putting your baby face in this bullshit every year, where they're walking into enemy territory every fucking year. Next year is gonna be the same with Sami Zayn in Saudi Arabia. Walking them into if they do the WrestleMania in Saudi Arabia. To move your babyface into the position of, and yes, even though he's the gullible babyface, this is fucking stupid. And it's gonna leave Cody in a really bad situation. I get that he's gonna get booed. He's used to being booed in these types of situations. But this is a dumbass thing to do. And again, I am just not a fan of this match. I'm just not. I don't want to see the slow, methodical pace. And that's again, bro, this is the last match of the night, and I gotta watch again another slow, methodical paced fucking match. Now Randy's better at it than John Cena is. But it's still like, bro, what are we doing? It's the same fucking match, bro, that we got last year. Might be a little bit better, somewhat, but it's the same fucking match. And that is why I'm just like, I don't want to see this shit. Same storyline, same match, and everything. But y'all got what y'all wanted. You got what you wanted. Speaking of something I just don't give a shit about, Roman Reigns and CM Punk. I could care less about this match. Monday showed everybody that they have no idea what they're doing with this story. They have no clue. They don't know what to do. I heard people immediately I heard people immediately try to defend it. Ah, well, Brandon, it's only five, four, 4 weeks, 5 weeks out of WrestleMania. They're not trying to put everything in the. Hey, bruh, Roman Reigns is barely on fucking TV. When you having pit stops, I don't give a fuck what you say. You need to throw everything to the wall to make me care about this match. And this ain't it. This ain't it. They literally put this match together, and I've said this numerous times. I do not care about this match. Monday show, and here's the problem that I got with this because immediately people wanted to run out here and say, who won this promo battle? If you love Roman, Roman won it. Roman's been winning the promo battles because you love Roman Reigns. If you love CM Punk won the promo battles because you love CM Punk. I have said for the three times now that these two dudes have been in the ring, they have no fucking chemistry. They have no story. They have absolutely fucking nothing. And yet you want me to care about this shit like it matters. And it fucking doesn't. Again, the match is probably going to be, it's going to be great. They're going to have a great match. It's going to be awesome. Bang, bang. Incredible matchup. I'm expecting it to be good. Where I have the problem is that they have no fucking story. The fact, the fucking fact that you watch Monday, and here's the stupidest shit on the planet. People that are sitting there saying, well, Roman should have went floor than that. He should have talked about this man's deceased dog that just passed away because he talked about his father. You realize the Usos had more smoke for CM Punk about Roman's father than he did? This ain't the time to try to play like that didn't phase me. That's bullshit. The last time we saw you, you looked like you wanted to choke the shit out of him and throw him through a wall. Now we see you again, and now you like Mr. Calm, Cool, and Collect. Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here, man. That's my problem. They don't know what to do with Roman Reigns, and they have no idea what to do with Roman Reigns. I've said this numerous times. Putting him back in a title picture after literally him losing the belt literally 2 fucking years ago is just stupid. And now you're trying to tease the bloodline again. Why? It's so fucking bad, bro. And I'm watching this shit Monday, and I'm saying, and now people are like, man, this this promo sucked. I've been saying this shit for fucking the third time, for two times before they did this. I said this fucking promo battle sucked. They have no chemistry. They have nothing to really talk about. When you have to reach for personal shit, the first two times we've seen you talk, like I said, I'm gonna continue to say this. This shit reminds me of last year, Cody and John Cena. It sounds and feels exactly like that fucking battle last year. Yes, after you get out of the oohs and the ahs and the oh my gods and the woo, that was crazy. After you get out of that shit, you start to ask yourself, what the fuck did they really say? What did they really say? What did they break down? What did they? And to be honest with you, it's the same fucking thing. Nothing is being said. They're just throwing shit to a wall and see if it stick. They know fans are stupid. They know y'all are stupid. They know you're gonna eat it up. They know you're gonna eat it up. You're gonna sit there and say, "Yeah, this is awesome," because it's easy to play fans nowadays. Y'all are so easy to play. It's so fucking easy to play y'all. It's not even that hard. Roman and Punk have no chemistry. The match is gonna be great. That's not the problem. The problem is I gotta watch this shit for what for what they about to do. They got this Monday coming, and they got another Monday. They got Boston, New York, and then Roman's off of fucking TV for Houston, and then he's in fucking Monday Night Raw. for the last Monday Night Raw before WrestleMania. Again, what the fuck are we doing? What are we doing, man? I have a hard time believing that WWE is watching this shit and think this shit is good. And what makes me even fucking more mad about this fucking story, just lack of a fucking story between Roman and Punk, is that right now you're putting yourself into an even worse situation because now you're putting yourself into an even worse situation, which is Gunther might now be off of the WrestleMania card. LA Knight has no pathway to WrestleMania. All of these fucking dudes have no pathway, no reason, no rhyme or reason to be at WrestleMania. But Roman Reigns is on a fucking card and he has no story. I've said this numerous times. Roman Reigns should have never won the fucking Royal Rumble, bro. I don't give a fuck. Fuck you, Bloodline fans. Fuck you, Roman fans. Y'all are stupid. He should have never won the Royal Rumble. There was no story. His only story, and I continuously say this shit, was with the Vision. He should have been wrestling Braun Breaker at WrestleMania and not Seth Rollins. He has no fucking story with CM Punk. He never fucking did. What you should have done, and I've said this numerous fucking times, you had two options. Both of them would have been way fucking better, and it would have made way more fucking sense. LA Knight, because LA Knight actually made genuine storylines with CM Punk. He has a genuine story. He's never won a title. He's never been in the main event. He's never been trusted to be the guy. And CM Punk and him were actually telling a genuine fucking story before he got taken out by the Vision, which you conveniently put him back in that fucking storyline. LA Knight should have won the Royal Rumble. He should have been the man to fight CM Punk. This is bullshit. And the second person is Gunther. Gunther should have won the Royal Rumble. Gunther and Punk have history. Punk beat Gunther to be champion at SummerSlam. Gunther, now looking at it, bro, he had a month stretch where he took out John Cena and AJ Styles in a month of each other. He took out John Cena at the end of December. He took out AJ Styles at the end of January. And now he has no fucking match for WrestleMania. That's fucking insane. Because you try to give him Rey Mysterio. And listen, I love Rey Mysterio, but this is the second straight year now where Rey Mysterio has been hurt before WrestleMania, and he was supposed to be in the quintessential match of a WrestleMania card. First it was El Grande Americano last year, and now it's this fucking, and now he's hurt again this year. Now again, it's not because of he's in the ring with people, he gets hurt, it is what it is. But at the same time, bro, Rey Mysterio, you're getting up there in the age department, brother. And as great as he looks at 50-something years old, it seems like his body is breaking down on him a little bit too easy. And maybe he was going to fight Gunther, and maybe this was going to be his retirement fucking match because he's getting up there in the age department. And if that is the way he was going to leave, I can see Rey. Rey's an old school wrestler. Rey probably would have never announced his retirement. John Cena, AJ Styles, like AJ really never really announced his retirement. It just happened organically. And we found out that he was retiring. And it was like, oh, really? He's retiring? I can see Rey retiring at WrestleMania. I think if Gunther and Rey would have fought, Gunther would have beat Rey. It would have been a story been told for the last couple of weeks that Rey is probably going to retire. Now, do I think it would have been stupid to give it to Gunther over Dominic Mysterio? Yeah, I would have preferred Dom to beat Rey in his career. But beggars can't be fucking choosers here. Beggars can't be fucking choosers here. So, but me personally, I would have had CM Punk fight Gunther at WrestleMania. That's what the fuck I would have done. Gunther and Punk have history. Punk beat Gunther to take the belt from him. Gunther has never got a rematch. If he would have won the Royal Rumble, he would have got the rematch. And then on top of that, Gunther just, as I just said it, just retired two of CM Punk's biggest rivals of his entire career. AJ Styles, maybe not in WWE, but throughout their careers, AJ Styles and CM Punk has had multiple matches, multiple rivalries. And then John Cena, who everybody knows CM Punk and John Cena's history. It would have fucking worked. We damn sure wouldn't have the fucking problem we got now where Punk and Roman is trying to throw anything to the wall and see if it fucking sticks. Those are the two people I would have given the Royal Rumble to before I even thought about Roman Reigns. The fact that you gave Roman Reigns the Royal Rumble is some Vince shit. That is the most Vince shit I've seen in a very long time, bro. Because you just went back to the usual. This already works. It makes sense. I fucking guess, dude. The fact that Gunther and LNA both don't have a fucking match right now at WrestleMania, and we don't even know if they're going to have a match at WrestleMania, is fucking insane to me. Which brings me to this rumor that Jelly Roll is getting a match at WrestleMania. If Jelly Roll is getting a match over Gunther, LA Knight, Seth Rollins at this moment, looks like he has no pathway. Javon Evans, I'm gonna think Javon Evans is gonna probably be in an Intercontinental title match. I don't know what they're gonna do with Javon, but I'm assuming they're gonna do that. Dragon Lee right now looks like he's not gonna have a match at WrestleMania. Like, there's a lot of fucking people. Aleister Black, Damian Priest. Bro, there's so many fucking people that can be used at WrestleMania over a fucking Jelly Roll. Like, it's insane to me that WWE is just this fucking stupid. I get it that you want your celebrity cameos. This is why I've said numerous times. Stop praising these fucking celebrities for getting in the ring. Yeah, it's great to see them get in the ring and try. That's awesome. But when you start saying this is the best match I've seen, like, bro, no, the fuck it wasn't. Like I said, when they did the Logan Paul and Drew McIntyre, Randy Orton, and Jelly Roll match at SummerSlam, I was like, be honest, it's alright. But let's pump the brakes on this shit because now we're in a position where Jelly Roll looks like he's gonna get a fucking WrestleMania match, and Gunther and LA Knight is not. How the fuck does that make sense? And I damn sure don't want to see no Kit Wilson and The Miz at a WrestleMania over Gunther and a LA Knight or Ilya Dragunov and a Carmelo Hayes. Kiss my ass. That is ridiculous. Man, I can't do this shit. I can't do this shit. There is one thing I could take from WrestleMania that has been announced. There's one thing I can't take from WrestleMania, and that is Oba Femi versus Brock Lesnar. Oba Femi is fighting Brock Lesnar. Rumors, reports to be damned. Oba Femi is fighting Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania. I have said this numerous times. There's only two ways this can go. Oba squashes Brock. Oba beats Brock straight up. That's the only two ways that this shit can go. Oba beats Brock, like like Goldberg beats him, like destroys Brock, or Oba beats Brock straight up. Just one, two, three. Have a great 20, 30 minute classic, and they have a great 20 minute, 30 minute classic, and then they, have that. But yeah, like right now, yeah, Oba and Brock at Mania. To me, if you ask me, no story, no nothing. This is already the better match. And on the card, you looking at the fucking card that they're giving us. I prefer this match way more than Punk and Roman, than Cody and Randy. Both women title matches, like that shit is just non-existent. I have no care for Liv and Stephanie. And I don't know what the fuck they're doing with Rhea and Jade. I can't even watch SmackDown. I don't know what the fuck they're doing with Rhea and Jade. Like their storylines are just not there, bro. It's non-existent. And when you have a non-existent storyline, you want us to care about it. I can't fucking do it. I can't fucking do it. Yeah, you have 5 matches announced for WrestleMania. Only one of those matches makes sense, and that's Oba and Brock. That's only one match makes sense, and that's Oba and Brock. Cody and Randy, because of the history, makes sense, but that's about it. You got 2 matches out of the 5 you announced, only because Randy and Cody have history. That's the only reason why that match makes sense. But Oba and Brock is actually the match that makes the most sense, and it's going to make a star if Oba wins, and that's something that's very special. Which brings me to what I think should happen if Oba wins. If Oba wins, you need a summer of Oba. We talk about the summer of Punk a lot. People talk about the summer of Punk a lot. Now, depending on how you feel about it, some people hate it because of how they fucked over Punk during that time period. Excuse me. Some people might actually enjoy it because Punk finally became the guy somewhat in the eyes of WWE. If I was the one with the pin, Oba beats Brock at WrestleMania and he goes on a fucking rampage. And he goes into King of the Ring and he wins King of the Ring. And he fights CM Punk. I would not put that belt back on Roman. I'm sorry. Like people that sit there and like, I'll put the belt back on Roman. Nigga, that's you. I will never put that belt back on Roman. Putting the title on Roman Reigns at this moment is asking for your show to literally have a massive fucking hole in the show for fucking months. And nobody wants to fucking admit that. Even Roman Reigns himself literally said this. See, this is one thing I liked about his promo Monday when he was with Jimmy and Jay, was that he wants to be a full-time father. And I respect the fuck out of that. Respect to you, my brother, for that. But at the same time, as a wrestling fan, you not being there pisses me the fuck off. And yet you got these dumbass fanboys that will sit there and glaze that shit. But it's Roman Reigns. He's the needle mover. Fuck that. You got to be there. I got to care about you. I don't give a. When we start getting to the point where we have more returns than matches from you, you should be champion. I don't give a fuck what you believe. When we get to the point where we have more returns than matches, you shouldn't be champion. You shouldn't be champion. But if Oba wins King of the Ring, it should be Oba and CM Punk. Because I know CM Punk would actually let Oba destroy him and put him over the best way he knows how. And that is how we get Oba to become the guy. And I've been saying this shit for months. Every time you heard me talk, every time you seen me do a podcast episode, I have said this numerous times. Oba Femi is what y'all thought Braun Breaker was going to be. The fact that Oba Femi in his first match on the main roster fought Cody Rhodes should tell you something. His first WrestleMania that he's ever going to compete in, he's fighting Brock Lesnar, should tell you something. The fact that he can go through the summer and maybe win King of the Ring and go in and win the WWE All-World title in his first real run on the main roster should tell you something. This has been my fucking knock on Braun Breaker. They have protected him too fucking long, and they need to do more. His second WrestleMania, he should now not be. His second WrestleMania, he shouldn't start now wrestling the top talent. I've said this shit numerous times. Y'all protected this fucking kid for too long. Oba's already in a fucking top tier matchup at WrestleMania. Yo, you took a year and a half to finally see if Braun Breaker could be the guy. This is why I kept saying Oba's with everything that y'all thought Braun Breaker was gonna be. I've said this numerous times. Javon Evans is everything you think Dom is. And Trick Williams is actually more popular for his wrestling than Logan Paul is. Oba needs to go on a fucking tear. He beats Brock. He goes through the summer. He enters in the King of the Ring, and he runs through actual real competitors. I'm talking Gunther. You treat the King of the Ring like it's the Royal Rumble. Everybody wants to get in there. And on top of that, the fact that the Money in the Bank briefcase match is after SummerSlam this year, now you actually have a reason to put certain stars in there. Because now they know they can't just get a briefcase and just win them and just pop up on somebody. You now have to win the King of the Ring to get this title match. That is something that you put Gunther, you put Cody in there, two former King of the Rings. You line that bitch up with LA Knight, Trick Williams, Javon Evans, Ilya Dragunov, Seth Rollins, Braun Breaker if he's back. You could do this easily and have Oba win by beating Cody Rhodes, the man he started his main roster debut with. You beat him at King of the Ring. He beats Cody Rhodes clean, and he goes on to fight Punk at SummerSlam. That's what the fuck I would do. Like I said, Cody's gonna get his match at SummerSlam regardless. Probably gonna go through a gauntlet or some 6-pack challenge or some stupid shit like that. But that's how you do it. That's how I would do it, basically. But yeah. If I get off of here, let me talk about this. How do I start this? Do I want to go worse, bad, then good? Yeah, let's do that. Ricochet. Ricochet. Listen, bro. Ricochet has blamed every person for why he never worked in WWE. He's blamed the booking. He's blamed creative. He's blamed everyone for why he never worked in WWE. For a man to talk about his ex like he talks about his ex, and he's supposed to be happily married, it makes me fucking laugh. But that's not why I'm talking about you tonight, bro. Ricochet lost his title this past Sunday at Revolution. During his rant after the match, fans, of course, was in his comments on social media. One fan said, "You need to do better at your acting. Your acting needs to get better." This bald headed bitch ass dude gets on social media to this fan and say, "Glad you have MS, a debilitating illness." And this dumbass motherfucker said that shit to this woman because he didn't like the fact that she said, "You need to get better with your acting." You see, my problem with Ricochet is that nobody told him that your problems will always be your problems. You can blame WWE for everything that went wrong with you in your career when you got there and all that other shit. Whatever, bro. Do your thing. But now that you're in AEW, you have a little bit more control over what you want to do and what you want to say. But what you did Sunday to that woman, and they're keeping the tweet up and they're trying to double down on your fuck up because you got in your feelings, is the most bitch made shit I've seen in a very long time. And here's my problem with this shit, and this is more so of the IWC. I don't give a fuck if you're a fan of WWE. I don't give a fuck if you're a fan of AEW. At some point, fandom has to die, and being a human being has to kick in at some point. Y'all motherfuckers have become robots, defending blindly. Blind loyalty is stupid. Like, it's the dumbest shit on the planet. Blind loyalty is the dumbest thing on the planet. It can get you fucked up and sometimes even killed because you're blind loyal to a motherfucker that you don't even know. And being blind loyal to a company that's making money off of you is crazy to me. Ricochet should have been checked the moment he did that shit. But you're now only hearing about it today because he apologized. I've seen multiple people talk about it. His apology. I've seen wrestling blogs pick it up and post it. His apology fucking sucked. You see, the problem with people is if somebody had said that shit to you and apologized to you like that, you wouldn't be so fucking quick to be like, yeah, he apologized. No, the fuck you wouldn't. Like I said, human emotion had to kick in at some point. And him saying that shit to that woman was completely and utterly out of fucking line because you don't like how the IWC has talked about you. And you use that and try to make it seem like, the IWC gets on my nerves, but I was out of line for talking to her. I do better next time. What the fuck apology is that? I'm pretty sure he's gonna probably have to apologize later on this week, and it's gonna be way more deeply, real, and it's gonna be. But bro, that was your first attempt at this shit. You posted it and thought that shit was just gonna magically make people say, "Oh, he said sorry." No, bro, that's not how that shit works. That is not how that shit works. Which brings me to why I say blind loyalty is stupid. Because when I clip this shit and I post it, I know there's gonna be some AEW fans that's being like, "You don't know what the fuck you're talking about. You don't." And this is why I say the IWC is stupid and they're robots. Because people like me shouldn't be addressing y'all shit. You should be the one addressing this shit. If you love the company like y'all say y'all do, that is a representation of your fucking company that you love and would die for. And this is the motherfucker that is representing your company. Even if you don't agree with what the fuck he said, you have every right to not sit there and say, I don't agree with the fuck he said. But he's the one that's representing your company. And you're the one that's trying to run out here with the AEW on your chest and save the fucking day. But at the end of the motherfucking day, he's the worst example of what the fuck your company is. And yet you want to defend him because you think we're talking about your company, not realizing we're talking about a person that's of your company. And if your company was doing what you needed to fucking do, it wouldn't offend you so fucking much. We tell you, suspend this bald headed bitch. Fuck this dude. You want that to be your representation of your company? And you in your feelings over it? Because people are telling you, hey, bro, what the fuck are you doing? Why are you keeping this dude around? That's fucking insane. That you will sit there and defend this shit because you like AEW. That's fucking insane. At some point, like I said, fandom and that blind loyalty shit Somewhere has to be a line drawn, and real human emotion have to kick in. Ricochet sat there on social media and tried to double down on the shit, and then I had to apologize all after the fact. And the apology fucking sucked. That was a grade what? That was middle school apology. I've apologized for way better for way less shit. But you're gonna defend him because he's AEW. It's fucking insane to me. That's worse. What's bad? Ronda Rousey. I don't know if she's actually in AEW. I don't know if she's gonna sign AEW. I don't know what the fuck y'all gonna do with her in AEW. The one thing I will say is this: for somebody that has been very vocal, extremely vocal about wrestling, fuck the company she's in, fuck what company she's ever been in, wrestling, to be as vocal as she has been. It's fake, and nobody likes it, and all of this shit she said about wrestling. Openly dissing the craft of professional wrestling. To have her show up in the place where y'all say the best wrestle and promote this fucking woman, it makes me question, do y'all really love wrestling like y'all say y'all do? It's not a knock to the company. It makes it look like the company just won $1. And Ronda's gonna put asses in seats. And I can even say she puts asses in seats. Because Ronda Rousey hasn't been Ronda Rousey in like a decade. The last time we saw her in an actual wrestling capacity, full-time wrestler, she fucking sucked. It wasn't good. Because it wasn't easy anymore. She actually had to wrestle. She actually had to wrestle. And she's not good at it. And as much as AEW will sit here and say they do have some really great women, and they do, what the fuck does Ronda Rousey bring to y'all company? The name Ronda Rousey, yeah, I guess. But from the wrestling standpoint, she can't get in the ring and wrestle Mercedes. She can't get in the ring and wrestle Tony Storm. She can't get in the ring and wrestle Willow Nightingale. She's not good in the ring like a Sky Blue. She's not good in the ring like a Tekla. She's not good in the ring like a Chris Statlander. What the fuck are you bringing in the company for? She can't out wrestle none of those women. And that's just the cream. That's just the cream of the crop. That's just a little bit there. I don't even think she's better than Helen Cameron. Like she's not better than Helen Cameron. Like bro, like Megan Bain will beat the hell out of her. Like what are we doing? Why is she there? Is what I'm asking. And the problem with this is that again, people are going to defend this shit because she's Ronda Rousey and you got her now. But I don't know who won I don't know who won that situation. Is it y'all because you're trying to tote Ronda Rousey, or is it WWE because you took the fucking headache? Anyway, I will say this: out of all the worst shit you could get, the press. I saw Ricochet on TMZ with this bullshit. Ronda Rousey's back in wrestling for what reason? I don't fucking know. Out of all of that, you have one massive glaring light that I will always give you credit for. And that is who's sitting at the top of the throne. And that is MJF. I heard some people say they didn't like the main event. Oh, it's too indie mud bullshit. It was too fucking long. Listen, if you watch Revolution all Sunday, respect. Respect to you. I can't do it. I can't watch a pay per view for 5, 6 hours. I can't fucking do it. I used to have to watch WrestleMania for like that long, bro, and I used to be fucking exhausted. There were matches on there that shouldn't have even been even on a fucking card, bro. You could have saved that shit for a SmackDown. Oh, Raw. There was one year where they had what, a fatal four-way for the U.S. title with Bobby Roode, Rusev, Jinder Mahal, and Randy Orton. I'm like, bro, you could have put that bitch on a SmackDown. What the fuck are we doing, bro? And this is pre 2 nights. This is pre 2 nights. WrestleMania 35 was so fucking long, bro. Oh my god, WrestleMania 35 was fucking extremely fucking long. 34 and 35 were two of the longest fucking pay-per-views I've seen in my life. 32 just so 32 just sucked. 32 just fucking sucked. That was a terrible pay-per-view, man. Yeah. And they had a lot of injuries, and yeah, you could say that, but yeah. But MJF, hey man, Adam Page, was it was some of the spots they did weird and cringeworthy and just fucking stupid? Yeah. The syringe being put in Adam Heyman Page's fucking mouth and then him squirting the shit out the side of his fucking mouth. That shit was so uncalled for. Like, we did not need to see that. Like, we didn't need to see that shit, bro. Y'all hitting each other with fucking lightning fixtures and shit. I don't want to see that shit. Like, it was just too much shit going on, and it didn't need to be that way. It really fucking didn't. But it is what it is. MJF, despite that, is the best thing that AEW has. And I see a lot of fans of AEW don't even like MJF, which is crazy to me because MJF is actually what you need to continue pushing your company forward. And I've heard people say they don't even like MJF. What the fuck? MJF is exactly what you need. I've said I'll be honest with you right now. MJF is my favorite champion in wrestling. CM Punk is my second favorite. Leon Slater is my third. I personally think MJF is the best champion in any company. Yeah, I said that shit. MJF brings emotion. He brings character. He brings storylines. And you just want to see somebody kick his ass. You just want to see someone kick his ass. Like, I don't care who, somebody, anybody. Just kick his ass. I don't know what you do with him when it's all said and done. I don't know who wins, who's going to beat him. I'm assuming it's going to be Will Ospreay. I'm assuming Will Ospreay is going to win the Orange Heart Cup. He's going to probably fight MJF in Wimbledon. Not Wimbledon, oh mercy. Oh, Wembley Stadium. Wembley Stadium at All In, and he's going to win a title, and he's going to finally become AEW champion. And Will Ospreay and MJF have some really great matches, so it would not be surprising if they do have that. But I am not opposed to MJF holding that belt for a good stretch of time. I have said this numerous times. I think MJF being champion is the best thing for AEW. It's the best thing for wrestling. The motherfucker is funny. Oh man, that TikTok man when he was doing the interview and it's on TikTok, man. When he was talking about Stone Cold, Kevin Owens, and The Rock, and then they got to Adam Heyman Page, like Adam Heyman Page, a bitch. like, I'm like, damn. He's giving them all their props. The GOAT for now. Stone Cold, the GOAT for now, Kevin Steen. We need the Russell Rock Trailblazer. Hey man, a page, bitch. I'm like, I'm like, who the fuck doesn't like this guy, man? Come on. Like who the fuck would MJF? You have no sense of humor. This is what I'm thinking. You have no sense of humor. This is ridiculous. He's one of the best performers in the business, man. The fact that this man don't have to go out there and do the shit he does is insane to me. That's crazy. He did not have to do any of that shit. And he went out there and fucking balled. Yeah. But that's it, man. I'll talk to you guys soon. That is all. I'm out. Talk to you guys soon.